Built in 1897, the Bristol Opera House was a central hub for Indiana's arts and entertainment. By the 1960s, the building began to crumble and was slated for demolition. Just before the demolition was to take place, the Elkhart Civic Theater stepped in, saving the building and its haunted history. Local lore suggests the Opera House is haunted by 3 spirits: Beth, a child that audiences have witnessed peeking through curtains during performances; Helen, who's never been seen but her presence is regularly felt; and the most prevalent spirit is that of Percival, the theater's old handyman. It's been reported that his ghost haunts actors, spying on them in dressing rooms and tugging at them before they go on stage. Located in London's historic Covent Garden, the Royal Opera House is one of many haunted sites. The city has so many haunts you can find regular walking tours of spooky streets and specter-plagued houses. The Opera House was destroyed by fire twice. Since renovations began in 1999, reports of objects being thrown at workers in broad daylight are an almost daily occurrence. It's believed a poltergeist can be blamed for the many disturbances. With a Victorian Gothic design, the Cincinnati Music Hall is as creepy as it gets. However, nothing inside the building is responsible for its haunted history. Long before it became a venue of arts and entertainment, the land was occupied by Ohio's first insane asylum and a hospital for those afflicted by communicable diseases. Hundreds were buried in mass graves and never moved once construction of the music hall began. Many have reported angry whispers and feelings of being watched. Full apparitions and shadowy figures are just as common as the venue's patrons. Did you know the Phantom of the Opera is inspired by local legends and some true events? For one, there really is an underground lake below the Palais Garnier. During construction, there was no way to keep the water from rushing out. The solution? Build a series of creepy cisterns below the building. The famous scene where the Phantom cuts the chandelier isn't far from the truth either. During a performance in 1896, a counterweight broke loose and caused a chandelier to come crashing down, killing one person and injuring several others. It's said that the Springer Opera House is the most haunted concert hall in America. Located in Columbus, Georgia, prominent personalities that have graced its stage through the years include Oscar Wilde, John Philip Sousa, Ethel Barrymore, Will Rogers, and many more. However, the one who stuck around is thought to be Edwin Booth, Shakespearean actor and older brother to John Wilkes Booth. He's often described as a shadowy figure of a tall man that wanders the halls wearing a top hat. Employees and guests frequently report hearing strange sounds, doors flinging open, and apparitions sitting in theater seats.